Welcome guys, this is the second part of our video tutorial series. In first part, we imported our character animations and character mesh from Mixamo. Now in this part, I'll make our third person player character. If you didn't watch previous video, I'll put the link in description. Please go and watch it. Okay, let's start make our character. I'll go to the content folder and make a new folder, blueprints. Inside of that folder, I'll make another folder in characters. Alright, uh, now we should make a character blueprint. I'll make character blueprint. Inside of characters folder, I'll right click and select this blueprint class. In this window, you need to select this character option. You can see a small description. A character is a type of form that includes the ability to walk around. So let's make this. I will name it base player character. So let's see what is the purpose of this player character. A player character script. Player character class means if you want to move some object according to your keyboard inputs, like move forward, move backward, move right, rotate around the character, like this. By using this character class, you can move your object. Let's open our grouping class. Okay, this is the player character class. There is some components here, capsule component, and inside of that mesh component, arrow component, and character movement. So let's quickly see what are these components. First you click capsule component. There is details panel in right side of this. You can see some properties here. Transform, shape, physics, collisions, and these arrow components indicate front side of your character. And this mesh, see, this is a skeletal mesh, a visual representing mesh of your character. And what is this character movement? This is this can handle your character's movement, like this character movement properties: gravity scale, acceleration, mass, like that. And this is walking, max walk speed, crouch, like that, jumping, falling. So this is the most important part of the character class, because we can handle our character's movement easily by using this component. Okay, now I'll make our character. So let's first go to this mesh component and click it. In here, if you click here, you can see our imported skeletal mesh. Yeah, this is the mesh in part 1, what we imported from Mixamo. Okay, you can see our character model size is not matched to our capsule component. So first we need to place this go into this capsule component. Click here perspective view and change it to orthographic front. Okay, now you can replace this character in here like this, and you can see the character model is not matching with capsule component size. So let's resize this character model. We can resize this scale using this transform tab. Click mesh and go to the transform and change these parameters. I will give x 2.5, y 2.5, z 2.5. Okay, now you can see it will match 95% but not 100%. Let's go to the perspective view. You can change this 2.4. So 0.4 is smaller than the capsule, so let's make this 0.45. All right, now we need to place characters shoes characters forced. So let's snap this into up. You can see when I drag this character model in z-axis, it will snap according to the snap size. So I need to reduce this snap size to get this character in line of here. So I need to change this snap size by using here. It has 10 value, so I reduce it to 1 and get down it here like this, Okay, so now I will drag and drop this character into the real world like this. Now you can see this is our third person player character, and if I want to make this character playable, I need to do something like this. I need to change some value parameter. Click this player character and go to details panel and search here process and select this auto process player to player 0. Now play. Alright, you can see your player's hand, but you can't control it, you can't move it, you can't rotate it, something like that. So let's implement. And other thing, you can see our player character is not rotating to the front, not rotating to the forward of the capsule. So let's rotate our character. Go to the mesh, rotation, and change this z-axis to -90. Okay, now it rotate to the forward. Now if we play now, you can see we can't change view target of our player. So in third person game mode, we play our camera, we place our camera like here. We want to play like this view target. So if we want to play like this, we have to place a camera backward of the character. So how to do that? Let's see. First, I click capsule component and I click this add component button, and I need to add spring arm component like this, and click spring arm and again click add component camera. Okay, now we added the camera to the player character. Then compile and play. Okay, now you can see we can clearly view our character like third person, but you can't move character or rotate your camera around the player. So let's implement that. Go to the base player character. This is character class properties. So click here and search use control rotation yaw. This option we need to untick this. What this option do? Let's see. I untick this option and compile and play. There's no any changes. That's because my player character class doesn't get any input value from our input. So I need to figure our input actions like W key pressed, S key pressed, mouse rotating, like that. So how to do that? You need to go to the file, edit, project settings. In here, go to the input option. You can manage your inputs in here. Key bindings. You need to add an action maps and axis map. Click axis mapping. I will rename it. Move forward. And I need to define my keyboard key. W. Scale is 1. And I need to define move forward minus, that means move backward parameter. So I add another input, get S from keyboard here, and scale is -1. Move forward scale 1 is move forward scale -1 is move backward. Like that. I need move right means I will use keyboard D key, scale 1, and move left means keyboard A key, scale is -1. And I need look up. That means when I move my mouse using y-axis, I need to look up and look down. So I use this mouse Y and turn. Turn means I need to look around, look vertically by using my mouse. That means mouse X. Okay, like this I can define my inputs. Now I go to the base player character, event graph. I'll get first look up. I get the lookup event, add controller, pitch input value to this value, and get add controller your input. Let's see how it works. Alright, we need to do some changes to this spring arm. Click here spring arm and change these camera settings. Use phone control rotation to true. Like this. Now you can see we can easily move our camera around this player like this. So I already told you something. In this base player character I need to find use control. Yeah, I earlier changed this value. So what does happen if it is true? Let's see. You can see our player character rotating according to our camera. That's the change when I change this value. So yo means x-axis of the mouse. When I tick this true, character model also rotate with our camera. When I false this, my character doesn't rotate according to my camera. Okay, now we can rotate our camera according to mouse movement. So now we need to move our character with WASD keys. So let's see how to do that. I go to the event graph and I will get my other input actions, move forward and right. I will make this node and movement input node to here and here. Scale value is this. There is something I want to tell you. If you rotate your mouse in y-axis, it's not user friendly because when my mouse is up, my camera goes up, and my mouse goes down, my camera goes down. Normally other games, this mechanic is inverted. So that means when I get my mouse down, my camera should goes to up, and when my mouse goes up, camera should goes down. So that's really easy. How to do that? Edit settings, and I go to input 10. This lookup, I will change the scale value to -1. So now it will perfectly work. Right. So let's see how to move our character now. Okay, I add this movement input nodes. Now I need to define this world direction. So let's see how to do that. First I get control rotation, and I break this rotation and I make another rotator. I'll get this yaw only, and I should get forward vector to move forward, and I should get right vector to move right. Okay, let's compile and play this. Okay, now you can see our player character move according to our keyboard inputs like this. I'll make our flows little bigger. I'll click this flow mesh and scale it 15 like this, and I play again like this. Okay, now our player character moving. So now we need to set up our animations according to this movement. So let's see how to do that. There's something you should know like this. Okay, uh, like this, not like I need to rotate my player towards of the camera. So I need to change this. I need to change this rotation settings. In character movement component, I need to set this orient rotation to movement option true. After that, you can see our character rotating towards the camera, not in idle pose. When we move our character, it will rotate to the forward direction of the camera like this. When my character is not moving, it doesn't rotate with camera. So that's the perfect third person system like this. Okay, now we set up our animation according to this movement. I'll go to this character animations. Okay, now I need a animation blueprint script, animation blueprint class to control these animations. So I go to the animation and click animation blueprint and select our skeleton and OK. app render. I open that and now I need a blend space to control these, blend these three animations. Go to animation tab and click blend space. I'll choose this blend space 1D. ESP movement. I'll open it. Okay, it's a graph like this. I'll change this axis settings, horizontal axis name, speed 0 to I changed this 6,600. Then you can see here there is a small graph, speed value 0 to 600. When my speed is 0, I need to get idle animation like this. When my speed is 0, it will in animation, it will play animation idle. When my speed goes to like 150, I need to get walking animation like this. You can see it's perfectly blend between those animations in idle to walking. When my speed goes to 600, I need to play a run animation like this. You can see my animations are perfectly blend between like this. Okay, now I need to handle this blend space in my animation blueprint. How to do that? CC drag and drop this BSP blend space into your animation class and anim graph and connect these pins. So now we need to specify our speed. We need to give some values to this, like if we give a 150 to speed when we compile, you can see our animation grouping play that animation. If that I will give it 500 and compile, you can see it changed to run animation. Okay, now we should find a way to change the speed parameter. So go to the event graph and I'll calculate my speed from here. First I check this valid. If it is valid, I get velocity of this cone owner, and I get this velocity into a vector length. That means I get that velocity into a float value, and I promote this variable speed. Alright, now we have a speed variable. Now I can connect this speed variable to the blend space. Compile. Alright, now we need to define this animation blueprint into our character mesh. So how to do that? It's very easy. Go to the mesh component and go down here. You can see in animation panel there is anim class option. Select our animation blueprint like this. You can see our players animations are now playing. Compile and play. Now you can see our player movements are perfectly worked and our animations also working like this. I told you earlier we can set our characters movements properties by using this character movement component. So I will change my characters walking parameters, like I want to slow down my character, I want to move slowly my character, so I change this max walk speed value to 150. You can remember uh, I set these speed values 0. I get my walking animation when my speed is 150. So if I change this max walk speed to 150, it will play my walk animation like this. And if I change this value to 600, and it will play my running animation like this. Alright, now I think you know how to set up your character animations and set up your character's movement. So next video we should set up our character. We should implement our character to sprint, crouch or something. uh, Stay with us. Okay, that's it for this video. uh, I will make this player character more perfect in future episodes. Thank you.